नमस्ते, गुड मॉर्निंग। हाउ आर यू?
कैसे हैं आप?
मैं बहुत ठीक
आई
हूँ।
एम गुड।
And we will wait for the couple of minutes. I hope the whiteboard is visible before. So I'm just
Yes,
arranging my
yes, yes.
camera. Yes.
It's visible. Okay, great.
और आप पहले क्लास कर चुके हो, like before starting the anatomy class? Which class you had before?
Sorry, sir. Your voice is cut. Before, no,
आपने
I
कौन
did
सा?
not attend any classes. I did it in the last month actually. In the
Okay.
morning, I think this is the first class we are having now. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So in the last month you did the course with the Himalayan Yoga.
Yeah, I could not attend all the classes. I attended yoga, philosophy, and Ayurveda class. And because last month there was a lot of network issue actually.
Okay. We have someone.
Yeah.
So namaste everyone again. Hardeep, Tia, Ilona. So please mute yourself before only we start, and only when you need to ask a question, or whenever I will ask you the questions in between, that time only you unmute yourself. Can we start now with this class? Yesterday, I hope it, yeah, I will write it here. Anatomy. I hope it's visible, the whiteboard or the letters or the font size I am writing. If it is not visible, please tell me that you have to write it more big so I can write it again. Or please put me on the spotlight on your own camera. As well, Namaste Vadika and welcome. So yesterday what we have seen, because I don't remember, I live in the present moment. What we have seen yesterday, can anyone tell me?
Yes, we discussed about cells and tissues, and we stopped when we were discussing about the organs.
Okay, so we have seen the cells, tissues, and organs yesterday as well. Today we will, I think yesterday we have said to start with the digestive system. So we will start with their digestive system today. So in short, again, I will repeat here. Cells, the smallest element, the group of cells will make a tissue, and the group of tissue will make up the organs. Here in our system of the digestion or the digestive system, the first system which you will be learning here in deep and in depth for your course in 200. The digestive system. Here, what is the digestive system here? Everyone knows what is the process of digestion or what is exactly the digestive system. If you want to answer, can just unmute and answer. The digestive system here. So whatever the food we eat, the process of breaking down, so digestive system or this process of the digestion is what? To break down of this food and to absorb the nutrients from the food for the growth and the proper functioning of our body is known to be as the digestive system. In short, in a simple term, I will say, to break down of food and to absorb the nutrients from the food that our body required. So the nutrients from the food will be absorbed by the organs in our body. And what are those organs? We already discussed yesterday, the group of tissues. So those organs which absorb these nutrients for the proper functioning, the proper development, and the proper growth of our body, that process is known to be as the process of digestion. Yes, Tia. So we will see here what are the main important process of the digestion. What are the main things in the digestion or in the digestive system? So the food, in short, the food will be entered from the mouth and the food will be passed away from our inferior end of our body or from our anal sphere. So this in this process, what are the important digestive process or the systems we will see. I hope the internet is working well with all of you, or yes. So write down this first. I hope you have written down the definition. Please carry your notebook or a paper or a pen with you because you need to write more and more things here. From the first, the process. What is the process of the digestive system? The first heading. So the first process of the digestive system is ingestion. The first process of the digestive system is ingestion. Then we will discuss this. I will just write down first. The next process of the digestive system is secretion. You see. Then the next process of the digestive system is the mixing and movement. Ingestion, secretion, then the food gets mixing and movement. Then we have the process of digestion. Then after digesting, we have the process of the absorption. And at last, after the absorption process, we have the process of excretion. I hope you can see, or I will just move my camera a bit
Not
down.
see.
Okay, wait a second. I have a good camera stand. I will just move it. Yep. Now it's okay. Yes. Okay, so I will keep it now. Hope you have written this down. Now I will discuss the important process of the digestive system. So there are like six. I think you have written down the six process. The first one, ingestion. This ingestion process is what the process is the first one where our mechanical digestion begins. The ingestion means the intake of food or where the food will enter our mouth, the oral cavity. So we will study about the oral cavity in depth later, but the ingestion process is nothing but the where mechanical digestion begins. The digestion happens more in our mouth only, mechanically. Mechanically means with the help of the tools or those tools like our teeth. So the mechanical process begins in our mouth with the help of our teeth by cutting the food into smaller components. As we have seen, to break down of food is what the process of the digestion to absorb the nutrients, but it begins right from our oral cavity with our teeth. Almost 60%, more than 50%, take it more than 50 to 60% of digestion happens only in our mouth. The more than 60% of digestion of the food will happen in our mouth only, as we have to chew the food more number of times. Like as the food will be digested in our mouth, mechanically some part of the food again the next process will happen, that is secretion. So there are some fluids and biochemicals and the enzymes in our body which secretes those fluids with the help of the glands. So there are the second process is secretion, where our salivary gland produces saliva that secretes the fluid which also breaks down the food in from our mouth. This is what the second process. So this ingestion, secretion, then the food, as the food will go further down, it will get mixed with our food pipe and the different fluids and the chemicals in our body. We have the acids in our body that we will also learn in depth. This is just in short how it works, the process. So the food will get mixed and it will move from the food pipe towards our stomach. And in our stomach, we will have those chemicals and acids here that will mix with the food to apply, or the digestion is what the number 4. So the chemical digestion here. Here I am talking about the chemical digestion at the number 4, which you have written. So the chemically the digestion will begin in your stomach, the process of digestion. And when those acids in your stomach, after breaking down more the food particles into smaller components, these remaining components or these smaller components, they contain nutrients. So those nutrients from the food, like the process of digestion from the stomach, from the small intestines and the large intestines, they will all absorb, the process of absorption, the next which we have written. So these nutrients will all get absorbed by those organs, important organs, I will say, the stomach or the intestines. And after absorption of these nutrients from our food which we have, the food or will be carried in the form of feces or the waste material. That process or that waste material will be excreted out in the process of excretion, that is, that will be removed out from our body, that we do not need for the growth and the development. So that is the waste product which will be removed from our body. So that process is known as excretion here. We will begin with the first process today, the ingestion, or we will start. Here it is a short summary how this process works. Before we begin with this process, we have to see the diagrammatic representation here of the digestive system. If you have written down these things, I will erase it. So write down next after the process, the diagrammatic representation. In this diagrammatic representation of the digestive system, try to draw the diagram however you want in your notebook, but once you go through this diagram in your notebook, you will be able to know the organs and the parts of the structure of the body here. So here, first I will draw it quickly, then you can draw along with me as well. I will give you some time even for drawing the diagram, but you can start. So this is what the diagrammatic representation in short we are seeing of the digestive system. Hello, yes, someone is speaking. Anyone wants to ask any question? I can hear someone. Let me draw. I will give you time to complete this diagram. We'll make it very simple and easy for you. So, okay. Yes. Is it visible now, everyone? We have completed. We will see what is there in this diagrammatic representation, or we will label the parts of the digestive system here in short. So this is what the oral cavity, the mouth. I hope you can see the human which I have drawn, and I hope it looks like a human only. Okay. So this is what the mouth where the food will enter, and this pipe is known to be as the food pipe. So here is the food pipe, but in between, I will draw an epiglottis that we will see. Epiglottis. Tia, you have to mute yourself. After the epiglottis, we have this food pipe. And apart from the above the epiglottis, we have the throat, or our region known to be as pharynx. Today, so the mouth, the food will enter through the mouth, and then it will pass through our throat. That throat region is known to be as the pharynx. Yes, Ilona. Then below the pharynx, we have the epiglottis. Epiglottis is what? Below the throat region, where it passes, that tissue, it passes the food into the food pipe and air into the windpipe. So that I have mentioned, we will study it later. So it will pass directly the food into the food pipe only, the epiglottis. Then the food will travel down to the food pipe, where you will see on the left side. So the stomach, this is what? The stomach. And on the right side, this is what? Our liver. The stomach and the liver on the right side. As well, we have inside our liver, you will see the small circle that is connected to the lower part, the inferior end of the stomach, this small portion with the hollow tube. That is known to be as gallbladder in the liver. That is our gallbladder. And this is also the duct. Again, we will see one small tube. That is the duct, gallbladder duct. The gallbladder and the duct, we will see in depth again later, we will discuss. Just below the stomach, if you see the small black leaf, like a cone, that cone is known to be as pancreas or pancreatic gland. Pancreas helpful in producing the number of cells, more number of insulin as well in our body. We will study about it as well. So the food will pass through the mouth, through the food pipe, through the stomach, and from the stomach, it will not go to the red section. So I have continued down the black section first. So again, it will pass first through the small intestine, the food. The red one is the large intestine. So the small intestine, it will go through. So this black small tube again is our small intestine, and which is connected to our large intestine. So this food will pass through the large intestine. Now this red region, which we have been seeing in our diagram, is our large intestine. So this is our large intestine. Again, after the large intestine, at the end of the large intestine, we have the anus or the rectum first, or you can just directly write anus at the bottom end where the excretion process is. So at the end of the large intestine, we have the anus at the bottom, and the rectum is also the last part of the large intestine. So the food will pass from the stomach first to the small intestine, then it will travel to the big red color large intestine. And the waste material will be thrown out of our body through the large intestine, through the anus. Okay. Up till here, if it is clear, I mean, have you drawn this simple diagrammatic representation? Show me the thumbs up. Yes. Hope you don't have any questions in this diagram. If you have, you can raise your hand and can ask me now before I erase. So I will erase it. Okay. We'll make it more simple again now. Yes, Hardeep, please.
So what is there in last?
In the last,
Yeah, it's not visible.
here, in the
Yes.
last,
You're right.
this is the anus, or where the food will pass out from our body, and the rectum at the last.
Okay, sir.
I will try to draw above from the next time. Again, so this whole process, or this is the diagrammatic representation with the parts we have labeled. I will erase it quickly and we will start our mechanical digestion process today. That is from our mouth. Tell me what is there in our mouth. I will ask you till then the question. Yes, anyone? What is there in our mouth?
And tongue, teeth,
What? Yes.
tongue, teeth, saliva, and the
Yeah.
roof of the mouth.
Exactly. So we will see here
Gums.
the first one, mouth or the oral cavity. What Ilona said, correct. In our oral cavity, more than 60% of digestion happens in our mouth only. Like, for example, if we don't, or if we try to eat fast, then we have the problems with our system, digestive system. So we always say that try to eat it very slowly, or try to chew the food very slowly, or more number of times. Try not to eat more faster. So the first one, like you said, teeth. Yes. So what is this teeth or the tooth? Hardest part or the toughest hardest part, one of the hardest part in our body, which made up of the enamel, the hardest substance. These teeth, how many number of teeth are been there? How many number
32.
of teeth? We have 32
Is it?
number of teeth. Yes, exactly. So on like for an adult, we do have the 32 number of teeth in our body. So there will be less number of teeth during the puberty or before the puberty or for the children. Like there will be milk teeth for like approximately 20 teeth in the mouth. Then for an adult, it will be like 32 approximately now. So on an average, I am not saying like some people also broke their teeth. So they may have 30 or 29 sometimes. Even one of us could also have those. So here we will just see the diagrammatic representation of our teeth. So this is the upper jaw. We will just see the upper jaw, the diagrammatic representation. Please draw along with me. So the 32 number of teeth will be arranged like 16 in the upper jaw and 16 in the lower jaw. So first 16 set of teeth will be in the upper jaw. We will just see which teeth do we found in our upper jaw first. Those 16 teeth. So here you make 16 teeth. So here we made 16 teeth. And from the 16 teeth, we will name the teeth. So first 3 at the back surface of our upper jaw. So the 3 and each side. So we have this. These teeth to be known as molars. The last one. These teeth are to be known as molars. Then here the next 2 on each side. I will shade it with the red just to make sure we understand. These teeth are to be known as premolars. These teeth are to be known as premolars. Then again, the next one teeth on each side, this tooth is to be known as canine. This tooth is to be known as canine. And the next two, again, I will shade it with the red. So these teeth are to be known as incisor teeth. So these teeth are to be known as incisor teeth. So we have seen the 8 teeth on one side. Similarly, we have the same 8 teeth on the other side. For example, now we will see. Or so first 4 teeth on the upper jaw. So these first 4 teeth on the upper jaw on each side, if we see, this set of teeth are to be known as incisor teeth. But the same incisor teeth we have also in the lower jaw. So the number of incisor teeth in our mouth are 8. Again, the next teeth are canine. And what is the function of this incisor teeth? The function of this incisor teeth in our mouth is to cut the food. I repeat, the function of this incisor teeth in our mouth is just to cut the food. Yep. The next tooth is canine. So canine on the left and the canine on the right. You see the black one. These 2 canine teeth in the upper jaw and 2 canine teeth also will be in the lower jaw. So there will be 4 canine teeth in our oral cavity, the mouth. And the function of these canine teeth will be to tear the food. Again, the function of these canine teeth will be to tear the food. So incisors will cut the food, the canines will tear the food. The next next to the canine teeth, we do have the same premolars here. I will be doing or so here 2 premolars, other side 2 premolars. So total we have again 8 premolars in our whole oral cavity, 4 in the upper jaw and 4 in the lower jaw. These premolars teeth, 4 on each side on the upper jaw behind and in the lower jaw will make as 8 premolars. And what is the function of these premolars? The function of these premolars teeth is to crush the food. The function of the premolar teeth is to crush the food. The incisors will cut the food in the front. The canines will tear the food. Again, the premolars will crush the food. And the last one, now we will see. So we have the 3 set of molars on each side. So 3 on the left and the 3 on the right. So these set of molars, we have 6 molar teeth in the upper jaw and the sixth molar teeth in the lower jaw. I hope you have drawn the diagram in simple. This is not the exactly the teeth will look like. Just to understand the concept. So we have total 12 number of molars. We have total 12 molars. Okay. So 12 molars in whole oral cavity, 6 in the upper jaw and 6 in the lower jaw as well, which we have not seen. Okay, we will not see. So the same thing. And the function of molars is what? To grind the food. The function of the molars is what? To grind the food. And we'll repeat the functions of incisor is to cut the food. The next canines to tear the food. The next premolars. Premolars means the tooth which are before molars. Pre. Those function is to crush the food, and the molars is to grind the food into more smaller components and the smaller pieces. So this is what the number of teeth. If you will count this number, I hope you get. So can you count this number and can you tell me how many number of teeth are there here? So 12 molars, 8 premolars, then 4 canines and 8 incisors will be what? The total 32 number of teeth in our whole oral cavity. This is just the upper jaw where you will find 16. Okay, so always remember the mechanical digestion process here. Try to eat or slowly and try to eat or chew the food minimum 40 to 50 number of times, or you have to bite the food more number of times to get amount of nutrients absorbed orally only. Here, if we eat sometimes like quickly, like if there is our, sometimes people here in India, I will be honest, they love fast food and they are like attacking pizzas, burgers, and they eat this food which is not too that healthy, but they eat so quickly, even that food is not getting digested and they do have problems with their core or their organs. So I will erase these things. Can I erase now about the teeth? Have you got an idea about it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we do have some pranayamas also to have those healthy gums. You will study it slowly. We do have this, or for the people who have the problems with the teeth, there are some pranayama techniques as well. Very important thing. So the first one in the mouth was the oral cavity. The second one we will see now in short. Salivary glands. If it is clear, salivary glands. I hope you don't have any questions. If you have, please ask. The next, salivary glands. What else is salivary glands? How many salivary glands in our mouth? You only tell me. Ilona says 2. Anyone else? Anisha ji, Hardeep ji, or Vadika, Tia. How many salivary glands in our mouth? So, which produces saliva? There are 6. There are 6 salivary glands in our mouth. There are 6 salivary glands in our mouth. Write down the names of the salivary glands in our mouth in the pair. So there are 3 salivary glands on each side. So salivary glands will produce the saliva, and that saliva, which contains the cells of lysosomes to hydrolytic enzymes, those contains the hydrolytic enzymes which also help. The function of the saliva is to moisten the food. The function is what? To moisten the food or to make the food more soft, which moistens the food here in the salivary glands. And what are those salivary glands? That are parotid glands. So the salivary glands will make it the food soft or it will moisten the food. Then it will be sublingual gland and it will be submandibular gland. So I will write in bracket 2, 2, 2. Here you will see parotid glands. We have 2 sublingual glands and submandibular glands. Write down this. I will show you not the diagrammatic representation today, but just write down the names. Because you have another class, I think. It's already time up. So just let you know, parotid glands will be there in our cheek. Parotid glands will be there in our cheek. Then on each side, sublingual glands will be there under the tongue. Below the tongue, we will have the sublingual gland, which will also secrete saliva, And submandibular gland means this is the mandibular bone or mandible, that is the lower jaw here. And under the mandible here, we will have one set or a pair of 2 glands, like this mandibular gland you will find below your lower jaw. Then you will find the sublingual gland below your tongue, and the parotid gland you will find at your cheek here. Even if you will press, or if you will press your cheeks like this, then also you will be able to secrete saliva in your mouth automatically, if you will. Just in short here. Okay. Cleared everyone? We will see today this much only. Any questions, please ask. Or if you have the next class, please don't be late for it as well. Yes.
No questions today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
So-
much. See you tomorrow.
See you. No questions means you. I hope you understood everything.
That was
Yes.
great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Amazing. Thank you.
Bye. Have a great day.
Have a great day as well, everyone.